Hello, Aries. Welcome to your monthly reading for January 2024. Happy New Year, Aries. This is for Aries and Aries Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional occult cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides. I bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Aries. I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it offers a lot more depth to your reading. So Aries, I'm really excited for you. You're going to have you're going to hit the ground running in January. There is so much happening. January is going to be like boom. And it's very different from the other Januaries that we've had the past few years where there was like retrogrades and some challenging aspects. Like, no, this is like boom, boom, boom. And the reason why is because there's all this activity in Capricorn. So if you are here for career, I would not be surprised if that's like a big focus in your life for January. I wouldn't be surprised if you elevated, ascended, or got a new job. There's something happening with career for sure. And the reason why is because Mercury goes direct. Uranus also goes direct this month. Jupiter went direct last month. And so it's just like, boom. The biggest thing of all is that, on January 4th, Mars is moving into Capricorn. So that is huge. That's major because Mars loves being in Capricorn. Mars is exalted in Capricorn. It is like literally like if you have your favorite ice cream on your favorite ice cream town, it is literally the cherry on top. If you are here for work or fame or career, public recognition, how you want to be perceived in the public, also honors, achievements, again, like you could get recognized for something this month because it all leads up to a new moon in Capricorn that we'll talk about later. So new moons, new beginnings. And again, this is all in your 10th house of career and fame and work, social status, leadership, all of that. And then, Mercury re-enters Capricorn. Venus moves into Capricorn. I mean, there's so much activity in Capricorn. And so by the end of the month, it's almost like you love what's happening there. All right. And there's a lot of big moments for money for you. There's so many big moments. I wouldn't be surprised if you got raises or if you started a business or if you possibly did something where you had an idea, you sold it, or do you know what I mean? Like there's so much money things like raises is a big thing, or a new job that offers more money. But yeah, there's so many great aspects too with Mars, your ruling planet, by the way. So this is why it affects you so much. We do have the first half of the month with both Venus and Mercury in Sagittarius. So again, that is, that's your ninth house. So a lot of like, you just ascending spiritually, okay? There could be some things that you love learning about, you being a lot more adventurous, a lot more curious about things. So really love what's going on for you, Aries. It's a dynamic month for you. It is an absolutely dynamic month for you. The other big thing, Pluto moving into Aquarius. Now, if you saw my yearly forecast, this is a big thing. I'm going to do a separate video for every sign, okay? Because it's just too much to talk about here. This is the, it's been 250 years, so you're going to feel a big shift for you, Aries, for the next 20 years, a big shift in your 11th house, which is your hopes and wishes and your dreams. Okay. So a lot of power, a lot of like having a lot more control in that area. It's also your social network. So there's going to be some movement in terms of you could be part of, a group or community, or even just like your squad where they feel empowering. It's really interesting because Pluto in Aquarius, again, is Aquarius is the sign of, the humanitarian, right? Humanity. So for the next 20 years, with it being in your 11th house, which is such a social, networking type of placement, it really is more, we than I for you. Okay. Well, for everyone, but for you particularly with what's happening for y'all. And so the last week of January is going to be absolutely amazing for you. There is, the Venus trine Jupiter again, like it's such a great day. Same day as Mercury's trining Uranus. I mean, there's going to be some big breakthrough for y'all. There's going to be, it really is the best day of the month. And then the day after, we have Mars trining Uranus. I mean, there's going to be so many, like, you have a lot of luck and you're going to have like a lot of breakthroughs. Okay. And it really is depending on, you putting the action toward it. Remember, Mars is the planet of action. So, again, it's, the last week of Mars is definitely like the last week of January, definitely the best week for you, but the whole month is really great for you. There's oh my gosh, so much happening for you. Again, Mars being very active, and then you will see, start feeling a shift when Pluto moves into Aquarius. But with that said, let's go ahead and get started, Aries. Let's see what's going on for you. Again, for Aries and Aries rising, if you want to read for your moon and your Venus, all those other aspects, if you know your birth chart, you are absolutely welcome to. And then remember, after I do your spread, I break it down, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about weekly, in addition to the weeklies that I do. So Aries, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does bring the best overview, and then I will. You see my dog is taking up my entire table space, so I'm going to move these over and just make sure that you see it. But Aries, you're good. You need to take some risks, though. Okay, I please do. Okay, you have like this month is like a boon for you. Like you have no idea. There's so much happening. But let's get started. You did get the Chariot and you're a pass, so I already really love this. It's already looking at your spread. It already looks like you are moving forward. All right, it looks like that's all you want to do. All right, I'm not even. I usually go in order, but I'll show you. You got the Eight of Cups in your future, so you already have these two cards of like moving forward. Okay, leaving the past behind. All right, it's knowing something's better for you, mastering a lot of dualities in your life at this point. There's a sense of being like introspective around this time. A lot of home and family stuff coming up already for y'all. It could have been something that you're considering a lot in December. It could be like significant other. It could be actually like moving homes, changing homes. But that is something. And actually, the Chariot is Cancer, okay? And so that is your fourth house, all right? So of your domestic sector, which includes family, children, home. You may be thinking about moving into a better place. You may be, but there's a lot going on in your mind, but in a way that it's giving you the strength and this willpower to move forward in terms of like your path to enlightenment, which is absolutely amazing, and into abundance. January. Remember, this is a monthly reading, not a weekly reading. You have the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. As you can see, her gown completely covered with the symbol of Venus. You see all the abundance around her, all the pentacles stacked up. I mean, this is abundance. This is also like self-sufficiency. This is like having a sense of independence, like as in like not worrying about money, like again, like moving, like I said, like for y'all, a lot of January is going to focus on career for y'all. A lot of y'all may want big changes or just ascend, like getting a new job title or moving into a job that is more you or whatnot. But even still, come on, she's so glamorous. She's so glamorous. You could look at her harvest. We love the Nine of Pentacles, and there again, it's more about this independence. Okay, more about this independence that I really love. And not worrying about like it's maybe some of y'all are paying off debts like that, or maybe you already did. There's just so much happening here. There's so much enlightenment that comes with the Nine of Pentacles as well. It's also your physical reality, Pentacles. So it could also be some things that you're receiving in January, like a new house or, a new car or, that the new like toaster oven that you're like geeking out over. But you did get the Fool in your challenge area. So that's why I'm saying take risks this month, okay? Taking risks is what builds that confidence, okay? Confidence is taking risks. All of it is faith, right? Having faith in yourself, having faith in the universe, and there could be some new things that you may be teetering on. You've got to take that risk. You can see him here, actually, the Fool, standing on the edge of the cliff. He's not even looking down. He's not even looking down. That's how much confidence and faith he has that everything's going to work out for him. So it looks like you're going to have to take some risks this month, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. I mean, you see the full abundance of the sun here. All right. So there's a lot of opportunity with this card. There's a lot of growth, vitality, but a lot of wisdom too. It's like as soon as you take those risks, it builds your confidence. It makes you wiser. Now, you did get the Ten of Swords in your crown. Very interesting because it is a Gemini card. And so that's your third house of communication and logic and things happening up here. So this month, there could be a lot of that that's happening in terms of you coming to an end of something that has been really hard on you. Could have been like your mental health. It could have been just things that have been stressful, but now wanting to move forward, now knowing like, I've got to leave this space. I've got to leave this place where, I feel like some people are not supportive in the environment that I'm in, whether it's work, whether it's career, whether it's your, bingo club, whatever it is, what you do, you Aries, right? But there is a sense of like, let me get past this now and recognize that. Have that moment to really think about those things that you want to move past because it is 10. 10 is the end when 0 equals 1. It's also the card of new dawn. And so the sun is coming through, okay? But you have to learn from all the challenges that you've gone through. You've got to like put them to bed. You've got to nip them in the bud as well, all right? Because it's almost like there is a sense of this month where you may think, oh my goodness, like I can't move forward. Like it's just, I don't have that confidence in me. But a lot of it's based on the past and you thinking that way. And I'm not saying that like all Aries think that way, but looking at your spread with the Ten of Swords in your crown and the Fool in your challenge area, yes, you're going to have to take some risks, all right? And really get to like a mental space where you're confident, everything's going to work out for you. Now, you want it. You got the Nine of Cups. You want it really, really bad. Okay. There is going to be a sense of you being in your head a little bit too this month. Saturn is still in Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces. So that is your 12th house, the subconscious. So have some action in those areas. And we are going to have some Saturn, really good moments with Saturn in January. So again, you're like set up for success. You've got to believe in yourself. That is all there is to it because you do have the Eight of Cups in your future. And this is saying that you have that possibility to leave the things that you want to leave behind. All right. And speaking of Pisces, Saturn in Pisces is what this card is attributed to. And again, that is your 12th house. A lot up here. So there could be, and the 12th house has like self-sabotage energy as well. So there could be things that, I think I explained in another reading. I have a friend who is going through a lot of like 12th house activity right now. And so she's at a job that she's like, I want a new job. But every time a recruiter reaches out, she panics and she's like, I don't think I'm going to do it. But then she'll have the interview and it goes really well. And then then they'll set up a second interview and she'll be like, I don't think I'm going to get this job. It's just like, I don't qualify. It's like, she keeps self-sabotaging herself based on experiences she had in the past. Okay, so one small rejection that could have happened even 10 years ago can still affect you because it's deeply rooted in your subconscious and you haven't done anything to unroot it. So it's going to be a month where you may want to do a little bit of that. Just really explore, like, if you are self-sabotaging yourself, ask yourself, what is the benefit of doing this and how can I unroot this so I can feel more confident moving forward and then I never have to think that way again. Okay. You see his hand gesture, same hand gesture as Hierophant. So it's almost like this month, again, it's almost like a blessing in disguise with all these great aspects stacked up for you to leave things behind to move into this auspicious place in your life. All right, Aries, now let's get to your stuff. Aries, if you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's going on. Happy New Year too. I can't believe we're in January. And thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I would not be here without you. So I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. And you're going to be absolutely fine. You're gonna be absolutely fine. Again, as long as you can just unroot things and come to terms with things, even working with like your shadow self, right? It seems like that's what you want to do anyway, looking at your stuff. But you did get the King of Cups. Okay, so absolutely love this. This is someone who is so emotionally fulfilled, someone who to the point where he's like in touch with his super conscious, which makes him very intuitive. When you are intuitive, you have no fear, you have no worry, you have no doubt. When you know your pineal gland is activated, right? Your sixth sense. So really, again, do some, take some time, like really going, tapping into your intuitive side, but also just feeling emotionally secure as well. All right, I'm getting a lot of like emotional intelligence as well as you move forward. That could be a big thing for you, especially when you think about all the aspects that I explained earlier. But I do love this for you in a really big way. And it is just you being emotionally stable. It seems like that's a lot of things that you want. Okay, and it can be, again, career related, love related, home related, but just feeling on top of that. And you've got the Eight of Wands in your external factors area. Boom, 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 boom. Absolutely amazing. So that confidence energy I was talking about is going to help you move forward in a fast way. And it's going to really, remember how I said Venus and Mercury are going to be in Sagittarius for the first half of the month? It's really going to have a big impact on you. All right. And that is, again, like your ninth house of spirituality, of higher mind, but also education as well. It also rules publishing if you're working on a book or things like that, and even long distance travel. But Eight of Wands is attributed to Mercury and Sagittarius. So it is a Sagittarius card. So there is going to be a lot of movement there. But at the end of the day, the wands are your passions, things that you're passionate about, ideas that you have. Even, it's very work related. One's like enterprise career work. So it looks like there's going to be things aligning for you in a really big way. It seems like things are going to land for you too. I love that because you got the Eight of Wands with the Eight of Cups. And if you saw my I think Aries was the one that I didn't mention it in your yearly forecast, but 2024 is a year of eight. It's a year of eight. Eight in numerology is wealth. It's abundance. It's success. And you've got two A cards, one in your future and in your external factors area. So you're moving toward that area in your life. Again, so much money and love and career stuff happening for you this month. Now, you did get the Two of Wands. So, Two of Swords. So again, you see the sliver of the moon here. So again, just really nodding toward you, like trust your intuition. And it seems like that's something that you want to do to make better decisions, to, feel more in your element. It's absolutely amazing. Take that time out. All right. In January, to really understand what you want moving forward, what makes the most sense for you. It can have to do with partnerships and relationships too, because this card is ruled by Libra, and that is your seventh. Libra rules the seventh house of partnerships and relationships. And the North Node moved into your sign. Remember that it's going to be there all year. South Node, the things that you kind of have to like leave behind, moved into Libra. So there's some sort of partnership relationship that will be changing for you, that you'll be leaving for something like bigger and better, one that you will definitely celebrate because you got the Three of Cups and your final outcome. And there is a sense of newness that's coming through. So again, I would not be surprised if you get a new job, if you ascend in some way for this year. Okay, Aries. Well, for January particularly, but now let's break it down. Aries, let's see what's going on for you for every week. The first week, I did mention Mercury officially goes to Rex, and Mercury's not like retrograde anymore. Mars moves into Capricorn on the 4th. You're gonna really feel this, especially when it comes to work. All right, you're gonna be it's like rolling up your sleeves. All right, rolling up your sleeves, and just taking action and taking things a lot more seriously. Really putting wheels in motion, you getting into your Ferrari, right? Or your, Toyota Camry. It doesn't matter. It just, you pedal to the metal with your cool sunglasses, driving down the PCH. Like this is like, you're definitely going to have a lot of great moments. So that's the first week. Let's see what's going on for you. That's the major things, okay? First week of January. So let's see what's going on for you for the first week of January. Seven of Cups. Okay. Very interesting. Especially because it looks like there's something involved with other people's money is the first thing that's coming through. And that could be shared resources. It could be, are you starting an Airbnb empire or something? Like there could be something with like investments to inheritance, bonuses, commissions. But the major thing here is that there is this, you really just got to know what you want. That is the main thing. All right. All these cups are very different. And you see this man like presented with all these opportunities, all these options. So you really have to know what you want because yes, you can have it all, but you want to prioritize that one thing you want the most. And I feel like you're going to be very driven anyway with Mars and Capricorn. So it's going to really drive you, but just take that time out to know what you want for that financial abundance. And again, Pentacles are your physical reality. So it can be like a relationship as well, home related stuff, even spirituality for you, even travel. There's so many things, but at the end of the day, know what you want. Know what you want. It's all about your desires here. It's all about your desires. Now, and once you know what you want, I mean, I feel like that's going to bring a lot of confidence too, but definitely take action for that. The second week, I do love Mercury squaring Neptune for you. I feel like this is when you're just going to start seeing things in a new way. It can be a nod back to like November 27th and December 26th when it happened, those days, but it really is something for you. I feel like it's a little bit transformative. So check out this day because remember, Neptune is, can bring illusion. And remember, you did get this card where there's a little bit of illusion. That's why it's like, you got to know what you want. You got to know what you want. But I feel like this, if you do have a confusing moment, that confusion may bring a lot of clarity because there's so many other great things happening. Mars sextiling Saturn on the 9th. Oh my goodness, that's your ruling planet. It is sextiling Saturn, which is all about like long-term goals. And then we come to the new moon in Capricorn, which is absolutely amazing. Jupiter and Saturn are really harmonious. Pluto, which is in Capricorn, brings that like empowerment and confidence and again new beginnings for you. And then I love the 12th, the day right after Mars, your ruling planet, will trine Jupiter, the planet of good luck and good fortune. So really just do not hold back, go after the things you want. So with that said, let's see what's going on for you for the second week of January. And you're good. I'm not even joking. Like you have some big milestone happening this month, and a lot of it may be career related, as I explained with the wands. Something about your passions as well. But there's huge domestic activity with the Four of Wands, so it could be like you. Also like maybe having a baby or moving in with a partner that you've been seeing for a while, or do you know what I mean, like that, or taking like going steady with someone that you've been seeing, getting proposed to, getting married. But this card is actually an Aries card. It's actually Venus in Aries. So absolutely love this for you. Expect something big for this new moon. Now, the third week of January is we're going to talk about Pluto moving into Aquarius, okay? And when we get to that week in the weekly reading, because it's such a big thing. But it happens on the day when we do move into Aquarius season. So this is when I feel like you're just going to be a lot more social and really expand your network. One day I want you to look out for particularly is on the 19th when Mercury trines Jupiter. Again, we'll talk about this when we get to the weekly, but this is just you. Oh my gosh, like having a lot more faith in yourself, seeing the big picture. You could have an interview around this time. You could travel. You could, hear some great news. It's just an absolutely amazing time for you. So let's see what's going on for you for the third week of January. You have the Eight of Swords, The devil. So this is a week where there's so many great aspects happening for you. Pluto moving into Aquarius is going to be a really big deal because Pluto's still in Capricorn the first half of the month. So take advantage of that. This is a time where I feel like after that new moon, you are going to definitely have, well, on the 19th, Venus is also going to square Neptune. And so that's kind of like, what you kind of like fantasize versus like the reality of what should be happening. And so you did get the Eight of Swords, another like Gemini card, and then the Devil, which is Capricorn. And so for you particularly, it just means, again, you're going to have to take some steps to you may be in your head. And this is a, self-victim card, as we associate in tarot. And so it could be you, especially, again, remember, you have the Fool in your challenge area and the Ten of Swords in your crown, and you have the Two of Swords here. So you got the two cards where they're wearing blindfolds, the only two cards in tarot. All right, so you want to get comfortable taking off that blindfold. And with the Devil coming up, it looks like there is something you need to let go. There's definitely something you need to let go at this point, and it can be a partnership relationship. It can be that, okay? There's, you see the two people here from the Lovers card, right? Chained to the Devil. I'm going to show you something here, though. You see, in the Eight of Swords, her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants. And the Devil card, the chains are loose. They can break free anytime they want. So when I talk about that confidence energy, I'm not even joking. That is something that you got to really feel it. You got to believe in yourself, and you got to really take any risks that will help you move forward. So the last week of January, which I really love for you, Venus moving into Capricorn. Venus and Capricorn, we'll talk about it in the weekly, but it's almost like you're just like whistling while you work, but also, really working hard toward those things that Venus represent, like love in your life. Money is a big thing. Beauty as well. We have that full moon in Leo, which again, it's in your fifth house. So that one's really great. Full moons. I love this full moon in Leo. So a lot of family, children, pleasure. Okay. Even sex is, part of the fifth house. So, but it is also creativity, self-expression. So I really love that. Uranus finally goes direct this week as well. So now all the planets are direct. So boom, boom, boom. Buckle your seatbelts, especially on the 27th. This is absolutely amazing because Mercury will conjunct Mars. And so this is a very auspicious aspect. The same day Venus is sextiling Saturn. So there really is something that I feel like for y'all, there's going to be something like commitment energy, longevity energy that's coming through. Okay. You've got to take action for it though. And then the 28th, Venus trining Jupiter, the best day of the month. All right. So this is all about love. This is all about money. It's a great day if you are single to go out there. An absolutely amazing day because it's the same day Mercury will trine Uranus. Uranus is all about innovation and breakthroughs, but also surprises. So you could get surprising news. This is one of those days where it's like, you could also just be at the right place at the right time. Like this is just like, watch out for this day, but definitely this is the best day of the month. And then, what I love the day after is that Mars, your ruling planet, trines Uranus. So again, this is where you could have your breakthrough moment as well. So with that said, Aries, let's see what's going on for you for the last week of January. You're good. You got the star. What did I say? Your hopes and wishes. Okay. Your hopes and wishes. There you go. The stars are lighting for you. It looks like if you can break free from this, if you can there may be something that you recognize is really toxic for you around the third week as well, because that is the Devil, right? But once you break free and once you recognize that and it boosts your confidence and you feel empowered, then boom, everything aligns for you. And the star has a lot of healing in it, okay? And this card is ruled by Aquarius, so we've moved into Pluto and Aquarius at this point. And so remember, that's a lot of empowerment. This is just it's your hopes and wishes too, okay? So this is the stars aligning for you. I'm going to point out something. You see all the stars, 8 pointed. Remember what I said, 2024, year 8, wealth, abundance, success. Like you're good. Okay. So Aries, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk about all of these aspects more in once we get to the weeklies, but thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.